Hey everybody, welcome to Stockability. Today I'm going to be covering the different news sites that I use and different push notifications, things like that, to get the best alerts as quick as possible right in the open market. Something to start out with is a Discord channel. So I go through a bunch of different ones here really quick, scroll down, pick through their news areas, my particular news area right here, make the alerts what I consider relevant at least. And we're going to go jump to the next part here. This is of course, my YouTube channel. You can catch up with some of the news here. I'm going to be trying to post more active news alerts here within the YouTube channel. You can consider supporting me through Patreon if you'd like, and you can find the link in the description below. I'm not going to get too much into that. And we're going to get into some other stuff here. I use Seeking Alpha for the SEC filings, alerts, push notifications. You can also follow specific news from specific tickers if you want. It's very convenient, pops up right in your browser. I use Chrome in particular. Going a little bit further here, you just find it in the settings. Chrome desktop notifications, Chrome only, yes, no, turn it on and off. Different news sites. This is ETF Daily News. This covers more of the broad markets. You got the Earnings Whispers, which covers basically what I consider the best site for earnings reports to determine whether they're worth getting into, whether or not, whether to get into the overreactions, that kind of stuff. You got upgrades and downgrades used by hedge funds and banks and things like that for analysts to downgrade, for them to get in cheaper, things of that sort. I'll go into more details about that in another video. You got this website here, Alpaca Scan. Now, essentially, this looks at patterns and determines what they believe the pattern is going on and the percentage of accuracy for that particular pattern. It's sort of helpful, but it's always good to do your own due diligence. Going a little bit further, this is just another stock earnings site that predicts the chances of whether the stock's going to go up or down and what percentage chance that might be. Sometimes they're higher, sometimes they're lower. Obviously, it depends on the stock. Going a little bit further, you got the different economic news. This is one I kind of check almost on a daily basis because there is, as they label it, market moving indicators as well as some other indicator kind of stuff here, like other key indicators. Some of these are beneficial, of course. You got Tuesday with a whole bunch of news coming up here, and you can search and you can read it, and they have within consensus and outside of consensus. Obviously, you want a positive outside of consensus to kind of be a really strong market mover. Obviously, below consensus is not a good thing. Within consensus is generally not that great as well. Going a little bit further here. Of course, you could just search broad terms through Google, like economy. Trump makes a lot of news, of course. And you got you can do politics search. You could do U.S. politics. These are just broad keywords. What I usually use Google for is to follow up within the news section for the economic news and how the media is spinning those particular news stories. It's just easier to go through here. I also use Thinkorswim's Use the News, which gives me alerts on the given tickers as well. You got the buzzwords. I just put buzzword here as an example, but of course, if you're keeping up with politics or the economy or whatever, you can search the actual keywords. If it was like Kim Jong-un was a focus, now it's other things going on here, more of an economic news kind of focus. So you can search around those keywords, see what news comes up and how they're spinning that in the media. You got of course, Google Trends. You can search various keywords. As you can see here, American Airlines has been really popular as of lately. Then you can kind of follow up with why, and you can follow up with other keywords. I just used another broad keyword for an example. But of course, you'd want to use a little bit more specific depending on the given day. You got most popular trending people mentioned. There's also hashtags and cities and other things, and you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. You can go through Twitter as well to get these kind of alerts and what's trending and what's not. Of course, you'd want to follow Trump, and you'd want to follow other politicians and others related in that regard for alerts that they might make, as tweets apparently do to some degree impact the market, usually more in a short term than a long term, though, kind of depending on what they say. You got different news story sites. So you got Bloomberg here. You can read through different article headlines that they like to focus on. You got Financial Times. You can go through all of these. A lot of them have either push notifications or some kind of alert system you can sign up for. You've got, of course, Google Finance. They're pretty generic, similar to the news area, but just focus mostly on stocks that either you've recently searched or whatever. You click into them, and it gives you more of the news on those particular tickers. And we're back to the beginning here. There are some other areas that I use, but essentially that covers most of the basics that I go through. I'm going to add some more probably in the description below and on the Discord channel if you want to check that out. That'll be in the description as well. Thanks for listening in and have a nice